Now, how long will it take for you to appear live? Only time will tell.
Well, according to OBS, no time at all, because the live timer and the recording timer are perfectly in sync for once.
Wow, that's weird. Alright, let's see.
Maybe this is another benefit of me ditching Chrome.
Mayhaps. Live. Escaping the circus. Let's try all the sound working. Can I hear everything?
You can hear the game, you can hear yourself, you can hear myself, hopefully.
Yeah, all sounds good. Oh, hey! Drinking time. I completely forgot what I was doing. There we go.
Pwah, Justice for All. Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top, Part 4-1, Trial. And our playtime in the game is almost a full day.
A full day of Ace Attorney. Let's go. Hi, kitty.
Wow.
Red, no. Silly girl. December 30th.
So you got the things all posted and such?
Yeah, just posting the last one. You can. I see it in the corner anyway. You can start talking.
Okay. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. I think this is Regina.
Tee hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that. Nani? Metal Gear? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It'll be Max's public execution. He'll be hanged. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't...
Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Nice sus if you ask me, bro. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I can talk. What do you mean? I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Yeah, this is the thing of her character arc. She's super sheltered, which makes it even more yikes that several grown men were chasing after her.
Yeah.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo! How low can you go?
Mo.
Top of the morning to you, Governor!
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket! Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning! The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some fucking milk. Oh my! Thanks. So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin that type bro is. I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
Because, you know,
What is that a hint?
Because, you know, restricting the player's ability to press is a fun challenge. What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do with our usual psychological warfare. But I like it. They rely on evidence. It's the only way we get past Acro and to the truth.
Let's just shove that paraplegic out of his wheelchair. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. He is pretty heavy. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. It's very important that she sees Max swing. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches while we execute Max? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. I've seen The Lion King. I know it's all bullshit. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous series of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
My detective? Poor Gumshoe.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Basically, we can't press every statement. That makes me sad. I love pressing.
Well, I think we still can. Name and occupation. Ken Dingley, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night.
I was committing the crime. I mean, what?
If you look at the map, you will see that the witness's room is near the crime scene. But not on the crime scene, he couldn't have been there. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. I definitely couldn't have gotten there and back.
All makes sense to me, says Joe.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed, witness? Okay.
Why
What
witness?
I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone fly right by my window. I was being haunted by the ghost of Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Before we go that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Whoa! Whoa! Bringing up Edgeworth? Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whoa.
She can talk about her little brother. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony, or with Miss Von Karma's attitude?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
Thank you. Can we press him for everything?
No.
Are we gonna do stuff?
Yes.
I mean, they haven't given us a warning, so I'm gonna say yes. So therefore, press him till he bleeds.
Ow, what did you poke me for, Mr. Wright?
You said that you were resting in bed. Why weren't you resting on the ground? No. One would thus assume you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house, around the outside. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
Oh, birds are cute.
Guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Goodbye. Have fun with the case. Oh, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony.
Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes,
And you said that you were resting in bed.
that is correct.
But you were still able to hear a noise from outside.
I was indeed.
Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Was there?
Was there?
Was there? What did he say again?
You're the lawyer, you tell me.
I don't remember what he said.
Well, maybe you should pay more attention.
um,
What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Haven't you been paying attention like a lawyer is supposed to?
Nothing, Your Honor. I was totally paying attention. What do you mean? Can we go press that again? I just want to see what he said again. Or if there's a contradiction. Well, actually, let's look at the evidence.
Are you going to actually pay attention to what he says this time?
Yes, that's why I want to look at the evidence beforehand. So that, like, I have an idea of what it could be.
Okay, so, attorney's badge. It's my all-important badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney.
Oh, yes?
Magatama, slightly translucent. It radiates softly with mysterious light. Crime photo. A picture of the crime scene. Still cat. Made to order. Okay, that's all the evidence.
So basically, it doesn't seem important. Okay. Okay.
Anything? Okay.
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 I still don't
Yep.
know what he said. Therefore, nothing looks contradictory to me now.
Yep, he sure is dead.
That's true. He certainly looks dead, doesn't he?
So you want me to press this statement again?
Yeah, I just want to read what he says. I don't care what Phoenix says. Your room is on the 3rd floor. Yes. Said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Okay, that's not contradictory. Wait,
Or is
resting.
it?
Hang on. If you're resting, no, you would still hear a sound if it was outside, right? Oh no!
All he's really saying is, yes, he was lying in bed. You got a problem with that?
No, press the next statement. I still don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with this yet. We'll see if I have a problem with this after. Are you sure it was a human being? Not some type of monkey? Could be mega or perhaps a large action figure.
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify to the truth and only the truth. Just as if we were there with you that night, in bed with you. All of us cuddling up together, in that very small bed. I believe it was a human.
Damn, I just straightened his testimony.
Did you?
My backward statement jibs with the facts.
Jives with the facts.
Jives. Jives your jib. I don't think there's a contradiction with this one.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. I just keep thinking there's contradictions. Okay. Tread lightly. Okay, this may have something with it. The light in your room was turned off then.
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
Going to bed? So with the lights off, you were able to clearly see a human fly by your window. All he said was he was already in bed. Oh. Oh wait, hang on. Okay.
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body.
No! No, he didn't have the hat. That's wrong. He didn't have the hat. The hat was left at the pharmacy.
So you only have... Alright. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Collector.
No! You're wrong. No. You're wrong. The hat. Boom! Anyway. The more I press them, the less result I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his latest testimony. There is a contradiction! There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given! I have it!
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
Oh, I will.
She's right.
Oh.
Let's see some evidence, picky boy.
I do. The hat. The hat.
Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
The hat.
Which hat?
The Max hat. The silk hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about that silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
Phoenix, he's in a wheelchair. You know he can't do that. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. You insensitive jerk. Just looking out the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means Acro. You're wrong! That you've been fibbing on that stand!
Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouths before thinking. Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
Between he has a grudge against Max and real culprit.
All right. What evidence do you have that Acro has a grudge against Max?
He doesn't have it against Max. No, he has a grudge against Regina, but not against Max, right? Yeah. So I guess we use the he's the true culprit.
Are you sure he wasn't just dreaming?
I'm pretty sure he wasn't just dreaming.
All
At least we
then.
don't lose stuff here for her.
All right. then,
Acro's
let's
the
go
real
for it.
culprit. Your Honor! On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself!
On this occasion, accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Being too handsome?
Obviously, he is handsome, but we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry!
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor.
And don't call me Shirley. Ha ha ha! I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to rouse a crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. You paint with all the colors of the wind. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Exactly, serial killers can be calm. He's staying rather calm and collected.
And also this bird is pecking at your face.
Do, 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 do.
Mr. Dick, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. Also, I am very handsome. That's true, you are very handsome. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help us client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things... See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Just word, where the fuck are they disabled, you heartless, cruel man? Venus is a poper here.
Wow, very good insults.
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power level. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
Can you hear it?
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
I don't know. I don't know who his accomplice would be. It was Mo. Absolutely.
Who would help Acro to kill the Ringmaster? Was it bad?
No, given he's in a coma.
Was it Regina?
No.
Was it Franziska von Karma? She's so pretty.
No.
Was it Detective Dick Gumshoe Pal?
No.
Was it Ben?
No.
Was it Maximilian Galactica?
No.
Was it Maya Fey?
No. So he can't have an accomplice.
Was it
I can't
Russell
think
Berry
of
himself?
No. I can't think of anyone that would be his accomplice, so... I'm gonna go with, of course he didn't.
I can think of one person, but you've made your choice.
What? Who? Money the Monkey. I completely forgot about Money the Monkey.
Money the Monkey, Acro's roommate. Now then,
That's probably
this must be when we get to hear the name of this mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned to commit this murder all by himself.
Oh, order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry, considering we still haven't found the murder weapon, so...
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed!
Francisco will cut my head off.
With her whip.
Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where was Mr. Dingling? He was in the cafeteria.
Absolutely.
He was in the big top.
He couldn't have been, outside.
He couldn't possibly have been in the ringmaster's room.
You know what he truly was? He just wasn't actually there. He was actually gone on a trip, and then he brought the body here.
100%. He was in Moe's room.
No. No, him and Mose were having a little chat.
Oh, okay,
I don't know where he was to. I don't know exactly where he was to. I assume he was where the murder took place, given... I mean, there was no... He could have been there, because there was no footprints. So he could have been, just where the murder took place. Right?
How does that make sense?
Well, or I guess there would be wheel tracks. I don't know. I don't know where he was to.
Let's just try thinking about it.
Can't think. No brain. Head empty. It is right here.
What? That location is completely unrelated to the crime. But I suppose if you said he was in his room, he wouldn't have been able to commit...
Ow!
Ms. Von Karma, stop it! Stop it. You will be quiet and refrain from striking people. The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember?
Yeah, you're right. You get another chance.
Wait just 1 minute. Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
Oh, I guess he had to be in his room? If there was no accomplice? Here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, huh? Acro was able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. I don't know what the correct answer is, so you go ahead. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? Did you kill the ringmaster with the force? It's an interesting theory.
That's it?
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. I'm not force sensitive. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true, is it? Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
We're working on it, but it's not quite there yet. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this illegal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here.
She's right, I can't mess up here. I've gotta give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Oh no, do I have evidence?
Let's check.
I don't think I have. Not the attorney's badge. Not the Magatama. Not the crime photo. Not the cell cat. Not the ringmaster's papers. It's not Max's photo. It's not the broken bottle. It's not the circus map. I mean, I don't think Money the Monkey would kill anyone. Personally. It's not Leon.
Although
Leon's dead.
money might have been used as a prop to kill the ringmaster, just drop the monkey on his head, snap his neck that way.
Oh my god. It's not gonna be the autopsy report. No, I mean, that's important. It's not that. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know if that's important for right now. Because, like, it's how he committed, not like... coping with this. That's pretty heavy. I mean, it looks pretty heavy. I don't actually know if it's heavy.
Here's a Max Galactica for scale.
That would probably kill someone if you hit him with it.
I wonder whatever happened to that gold trophy.
Gold trophy's kind of sus too. I don't know.
Wait, maybe there's something in profiles. Acro, age 26, real name Ken Dingling, seriously injured both legs while training 6 months ago. Has telekinetic powers.
That's not there.
Are you sure? It looks like it's right there in black and white to me.
I think you're wrong, Mikey.
I think I'm right, actually.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Fat, age 22, real name Sean Dingling, bit on the head 6 months ago by Leon, still in a coma. Has telekinetic powers just like his older brother.
That's also not what that says.
Russell Berry, age 52, the victim and the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus. Regina Berry's father. Very vulnerable to attacks by telekinetic powers.
Wow, that's not what that says either.
Regina Berry, age 16, the idol of the Very Big Circus and daughter to Russell Berry, the ringmaster. Has hypnotic powers. Franziska von Karma, age 18. A prosecutor in Germany since age 13. She has come to America to defeat me in court. She can fly.
She's so pretty.
Very pretty.
Okay,
Maya Fey, age 18. My assistant and a disciple in the Kurian tradition of spirit channeling. Best girl.
Oh. The only thing I can think of is the statue thing used as a murder weapon, but I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where it is. It went missing before the crime.
Yeah.
We haven't found it, so can we really use it as evidence? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Let's just say can't present evidence now.
I think we will finally be graced with an explanation.
Don't push it, Von Karma.
What?
I feel like this is wrong because the thing's still up. You aren't gonna suck me in this time.
Suck.
I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play it, and my hand sucks right
now. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? He means that everything he said up until now has all been nonsense. It's true, right? If you can't establish proof of your murder theory, then it's nonsense. He's trying to fool us by playing some misdirection game. Okay, so I guess we go back and present the bust?
Yep. Looks like this isn't going to pass muster.
Nick, you've got to show them some evidence. Also, can you pass the mustard?
Easier said than done.
So what will it be, Mr. Wright?
I'm going to present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? This picture of a bus.
Okay, this one's right.
It's kind of stupid though. Like I was fully expecting can't present evidence to be like I can't present evidence, and Franziska to be like, of course you can't because it's all bullshit, and Phoenix being like, no, I just mean I don't have the evidence yet to present. We never found it, and it could have gone on from there.
Basically, they could have gone good. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The boobs?
It's quite a large breast. And because it is very life-size, it is also very, very heavy. It's like a size D.
Is it life size? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bit bigger than life size, if anything. Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ugh.
Oh, he changed his face!
I am not amused, Mr. Wright.
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster!
With his telekinetic powers!
With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticos and Poboo!
Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster?
Rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the boobs.
Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run out!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
Objection!
There's absolutely no need for such a testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. God, she's pretty.
She's so pretty.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way for once? 'Cause you're playing a video game.
Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful toward him, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Does this mean that I can't
Thank
press
you.
him for a statement? Ah, this woman will stink to any load to win a case. A stink?
I don't stink. I smell like
Stink.
flowers.
And I say stink, but yeah, stink.
Akram's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
No.
Don't you ever think?
No thoughts had it? No.
I have no doubts in regard to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I have no thoughts, head empty.
Also, you're peeing right now, apparently.
No, I turned on the water, I got stuck. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Ugh, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
No matter how pretty she is, I can't focus on her face. I have to focus on Acro.
Can we press him? Are we allowed to press him?
Whoops, I meant to press this button.
Have you picked up the boobs before?
Oh, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this.
Money? Crazy monkey has lifted an excess of boobs before, so the monkey did it!
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling.
So what have you been doing to keep in shape?
Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope.
You don't say.
But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything.
Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick Poke.
Ooh, whoa! Discussion turned to me all of a sudden.
I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible.
And why is that?
Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body.
How long do you think your recovery will take?
You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%.
Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window.
It wasn't the witness, it was Money the monkey!
That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head.
Why do you say it would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head.
But what about the note? Well, I suppose you've got a point.
Hey, Nick?
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this.
If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust.
That does make sense. If only I could prove it somehow. The note, right? Echo knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. Yes.
Okay, but how would the note make the ringmaster stand in a specific spot?
This is not specific, but like, it is the lodging house plaza at 10 p.m., which is when shit went down.
Okay, but Lodging House Plaza is a bit too broad. Acro would need something else to direct the ringmaster to stand in a very specific spot for his head to be in the right spot.
Okay, let's look at what the other evidence is then.
Okay, there's the bust, the badge, the Magatama, this crime photo, the hat, Max's salary, the poster, the broken bottle, map. You want to say something?
No, I'm just looking.
Okay. Money the monkey, Acro's roommate. Leon S. Kennedy, government agent turned into a lion. Russell's autopsy report. A box. Pepper that was in the box. This photo of Max posing with bunny girls. This note. And we're back to the bus.
That was not the only thing I think.
The
But
greatest magician.
I'm definitely wrong. But I thought that's the only thing I can think of right now. How do you get a specific spot? I don't know what else would be specific. Like make I guess the box, maybe? Like maybe the box was placed there beforehand? We don't know much about the box.
Okay, supposing it is the box though, like which statement do we present it on? That's another question. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Like this one or this one or this one. I guess we should just try one. I guess we should just say try one, then if it doesn't work, try the other.
Yeah.
But first, let's press this.
Yeah, might as well. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all.
If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there is no way that I could land a direct hit on the Ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
It was strong enough. Maybe.
To lift up the bust. Sorry, I went through that too fast.
Yeah.
The main problem is how he could have aimed for the Ringmaster's head.
I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ring. Oh,
His telekinetic powers. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you got.
I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with this face.
I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. Besides Ben, he's a fucking tool, right? But maybe we overlooked something. So
let's try that
on
one
this
first.
one?
Yeah, let's try that one first.
Let's save first, though.
Saving.
Okay, it worked.
There you go, that one was right. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
Get a load of this.
The key point here is the wooden box.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
The same. The box is... The question is, who placed the wooden box? Wow, that was amazing reading.
Minecraft Steve, that was who placed it. Cool.
When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this one box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the boobs, came falling down was exactly the same moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean it? If the tits were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
No. Order! This is unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
Was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected to a rope and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Ow! 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 Ow!
The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specifically made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It has the most peculiar feature. The contents of the box. The contents were quite peculiar. It was
Okay,
some
but
seasoning.
The contents was a bottle of pepper. How would that affect where the ringmaster's head would be when he picked it up?
I'm not sure, but it was peculiar. The weight of the box? I don't know, I guess, like, what? I don't know what would...
Well, think about how you would pick up, like, a heavy box. Could you
Yeah,
do it
that's why I
one-handed?
said the weight. Yeah, that's why I said the weight, because, I mean, the weight changes your position of your head, of the head based on, like, how you're gonna pick it up. So. The box has remarkable weight!
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
20 pounds despite having fucking pepper in it. Just the lift that the wooden box would have required.
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their own body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That's correct. To lift the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head will be in approximately the same place.
Directly under Max Galactica's giant tits. Fool!
Oh, that's a funny story.
He doesn't seem that concerned. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore?
No, I'm too busy listening to my birds. I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
I forget. Cafeteria. Got it. Cool.
Okay.
I remember.
Do you still want to say I forget?
No, I remember. I recall. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
So monkey, the money the monkey did it then.
Yeah, Monkey the Money. It was Monkey the Money. Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room?
I know. I mean, it's probably shiny, right? Maybe? I don't know.
You see, Mr. Wright? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. This is honestly something kind of bullshit. Like, when I originally played this case, I said he did have an accomplice, and then pointed at Money the Monkey, but the game said no, that's wrong. And now the game is saying Money did contribute to the murder, i.e., Money was an accomplice. But we're gonna technically say Money wasn't
Money wasn't an accomplice, because fuck you, player.
Because he's evidence. Bullshit. Ah! Or ugh.
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. No, we don't. We know exactly how it works. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room?
Money the monkey!
With the help of Leon.
Who is dead?
Rest in peace, Leon S. Kennedy.
A monkey?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole on his own, and then brought it back home.
Oh.
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room.
But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
No, I will never put the whip down.
Sorry. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
Gwa!
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Comp! Where is the bus in question at this moment?
I don't know. They're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon.
Wait. Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer!
Moron!
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that.
Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
Fraud who beat you.
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime.
Ah!
There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. It's my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
Mm-hmm.
It was Leon the Lion.
It was Money the Monkey. It was the box. It was the pepper.
Fuck.
It was
Not
the
the
note.
pepper. It was.
Wasn't Russell wearing Max's cape and hat?
He was, allegedly.
Yeah, because Ben's whole thing was he was wearing the three symbols, so it must have been Max.
Yeah.
So the hat's accounted for, but where'd the cloak go?
The cloak's not shiny at all. Right?
No, but what happened to it? Where did it go? Because Russell doesn't still have it on him at when they found him.
Yeah.
And didn't most wasn't most certain that he saw that the Max he saw still had his hat on?
Yes.
Huh, wonder what that's about.
I don't think it's anything here. Is it? I don't think so. Who was the murderer that the clown saw? It was actually Max.
We haven't saved in a while, so I'm not gonna do an obviously wrong answer for a joke.
Yeah. I was not Francisca.
Are you
Oh, it
certain?
will be fine. I am certain. The original thought was Regina because she was supposed to meet there, but I don't think so.
Yeah, she didn't think the note was for her, which is why she put it on the bulletin board in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Then Russell found it, tore it off, and then he went out to the crime scene the night.
Yeah.
So nobody else read the note. So Russell Berry walks out to the crime scene in Max's hat and cloak. He finds the box. He tries to pick it up. The bus falls on his head. What happens after that?
He dies. And someone takes his cloak.
Who took the cloak?
I don't know who took the cloak. Who else
You
was
think
there?
what?
Who else would have been there? That's what I was trying to think about.
Nobody, as evidenced by the fact that only the victim's footprints are present in the snow.
Okay.
So what could have happened? Naturally, the hat fell off his head when he got clonked.
Yeah.
That's how the hat is accounted for. But how could the cloak have gone missing?
Well, it had to have been taken off of him.
By who or what?
I guess it can't be another person. It was Money the Monkey again.
Oh, I think we'd see monkey tracks if it was money.
My assumption was like, I don't know, was like lifted off of him or something.
Lifted by what?
By like, I don't know. Like a rope, pulley, something. Because if it was flying through the air, it would have to be like lifted like by like not a pulley, but like you know what I mean, like
Yeah, pulled up on a string.
yeah.
So Russell Berry goes out to the crime scene, tries to pick up the box, gets clonked. Mo looks out his window and sees what he's certain is Max wearing his hat and cloak, floating upwards to leave the scene.
Yeah.
How do you explain this?
I don't know how the hat got there though. Because the hat's
You
at the crime scene, so
you also don't know how the Max got there because Max wasn't there.
well yeah.
Although I guess you could argue that he was there in spirit since it was his bust that did the killing.
Oh, so was it the bus being lifted back up? Does the cloak get on that? I don't know how the cloak got on it, or how the cloak was like lifted up with it, but
Well, I mean those cards are stuck out pretty far. I guess the cloak could catch on those.
maybe. Yeah.
Try this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what Phoenix explains, because I'm curious. Ow! I don't know what he said.
He saw Phoenix's line was he saw Max's beat, and then it was 2 dashes, and then he got interrupted by the whip. I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Au contraire, mon frère. Frere, I can speak. It does indeed have something to do with the question.
Au contraire, mon frère, even though frère is French for like brother.
Well,
what's the French word for sister?
Fuck, I don't remember. Fair, mare is mother. Sir. Soeur, I think that's how you spell it.
Sour?
It's not sour, it's sir.
Au contraire, mon sour.
Mousa saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Statue, exactly. Phoenix, can you explain this?
I think this is the thing where I had. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of a later prompt. How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's tit.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using a brain at all in this case? Francisca at you.
Pretty much.
The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the boobs. It'd be easy to hang one on the car in the buses, off the car just in the bus's hand.
Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on the bus?
Doesn't matter who put it on the bus.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
Oh, you caught me.
No, you're supposed to say it like Homer. No! So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Me, I did.
You don't have a profile, so. I think this is the prompt where when I got stuck on it, and when I looked up what the solution was, I said out loud, "Fuck you, game." The most bullshit solution in the series for me so far.
Okay. Who put the cloak on the bus? Money the monkey. No. I mean, if he really wanted to. Because this
So
is my question.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Oh no, I said this is my question as well. Who put the cloak on? Like that was my question before. Like how did the cloak even end up on the statue?
Did Maya put it there?
No.
Did Max put it there?
No.
Did Ben put it there?
No.
Did Dick Gumshoe put it there?
No.
Did Franziska von Karma, She's So Pretty put it there?
No.
Did Regina put it there?
I don't
Because
think so.
You don't think Regina wanted her inheritance from her father?
No.
Did Russell put it there?
No.
Did Mo put it there?
No.
Did Acro put it there?
No.
Did Bat put it there?
No.
Did the bus put it on itself?
No.
Did the note put it there?
No.
Did Max put it there?
No.
Did Pepper put it there?
No.
Did the box put it there?
No.
Did the autopsy? Did the what's the phrase? Did the coroner put it there?
No.
Did Leon put it there? Leon's ghost.
No.
Did Money put it there?
Could've. Well, I don't think so, but could've.
Couldn't have. No tracks.
What do you mean? He's the flying monkey?
Did the map put it there?
No.
Did a broken orange juice bottle put it there?
No.
Did a poster put it there?
No.
Did Max's salary put it there?
No.
Did the silk hat put it there?
No.
Did Russell put it there?
No.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't actually remember if I don't actually remember what the correct answer was. I know it could be one of two things, and I'm not sure which. Did the Magatama put it there?
No.
Did the attorney's badge put it there?
No.
Okay, so one of those no's must be wrong.
Uh-huh. I don't think it's any of the profiles, because there's no tracks.
Well, there are tracks. There's just the victim's tracks.
I mean, Russell couldn't have put it on because he died, and then it was put on. I assume.
That's very logical.
So, it's definitely not Russell. It's not Mo, because Mo was, Mo.
He's a witness, not a participant.
Yeah. Not Regina, because I don't think it's Regina. Because, she has no reason to be there, and also no footprints, obviously, so. I don't think it's anyone here. In the profiles.
So, do you want to say it was the bust?
Yeah, the bus put the cloak on itself, I guess.
All right, we're gonna pray this is the correct answer, or at least we're gonna pray that the game accepts this answer.
Nope.
I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright, didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice?
So
then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? It's fucking Russell.
Well, that's fucking.
Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? She's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow!
The famous one called carrot and whip approach.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Fucking Russell, isn't it?
So you can imagine why I said out loud, "Fuck you, game."
I can't wait to hear. Can't wait to
when that-
hear the explanation. Fucking what
Fool,
the fuck?
him.
You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell
then-
Berry?
But didn't they fall and killed him before? What? That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright and game designers?
Explain yourself. How do you justify this bullshit? Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together, I think. There's really only one picture I can paint. Anyways. Alright. So, you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Arrow used a rope to lower the wooden box into the sea. Okay, we know this.
Arrow?
Acro. Then he attached that rope to the bus and dangled the bus out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box.
Something that kind of gets me about this case is the specially made wooden box and rope aren't really established. Like, did Acro just happen to have a chest like that lying around?
Yeah.
And we never find the rope at all. I don't think.
The game designer's just like, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, the case just kind of presumes they exist, and the prosecutors, like Franziska and the judge, conveniently forget to say, "Where's the fucking rope, Mr. Wright?" Because the game designers didn't think to like add it in anywhere.
At the time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens.
Now
Is it
this-
painted?
Now this is when the bullshit happens.
Very instant that the bus hit the victim. Bullshit. What the fuck? You could have easily said that it was also the fucking statue. Like,
Yeah, it's absolutely bullshit that the bust is not an acceptable answer to that prompt. Because it was purely just pure happenstance that the cloak caught on the bus on its way back up.
it's a bullshit.
And the prompt is who put the bus on the cloak? Was it the dead man? Yes, the dead man put the cloak on the bus intentionally. What the fuck?
Doesn't make sense, game.
I don't hate this case as much as most of the fandom does, but like that right there, just bullshit. Fuck off. I hate you.
Yep.
As much as you try, as much as you scheme, that just isn't true. It can't be.
It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't. Hang on. There you go. Circus isn't over yet.
Are you suddenly recording from inside a tin can?
No.
I was just about to say that the quality of your mic suddenly got a lot worse.
Yeah, that's because it was put on my... That's why.
On your what?
Blanket. No blanket. No blanket. No blanket.
Okay. The?
Yeah. It was ghost! Woo! The impact of the bus on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bus.
Which is why Russell Berry is the correct answer to the question of who put the cloak on the cloak on the bust. The only acceptable answer.
The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown.
All three stooges in one person.
When Mo looked at out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. Now, having cleared the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it.
Also, fortunately, Mo did not notice the rope that Max was being lifted by.
Primarily in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bus up.
Ooh.
And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So, you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you!
That's bullshit, Mr. Wright. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
So?
What now?
You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my will. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Fuck your gavel, it sucks. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence, so you better save your game.
Just explain how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I'm not sure what the... I don't remember this prompt at all, in all honesty.
Let's look and see what we got. Oh my god, is this the time to use the pepper? Because we haven't used the pepper yet.
Yeah, but what does the pepper have to do with the murder?
I don't know. The pepper was in there though. And it's evidence. It does do something. But let's look at what else we got. Not that. Oh, is it the no?
That's the only thing I can think of at the moment, but like this prompt is really confusing. So I genuinely do not know what. I genuinely have no idea what it's asking for.
I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Well, we made it safe, so I mean, what we can really do is lose. Nope, not this. So what is it?
Just for my own satisfaction, I'm looking it up. Try again.
If they had been silent for 2 more seconds, I would have screamed. Also, I love the bird just pecking at Phoenix. That's so funny.
Nick, they say they want evidence.
Just explain how we were. Hey, what was the contradiction in Mo's testimony?
Oh, I
Was
think
it the hat?
I think I might get it. I think this might be it. Because like Mo said he was certain that Max still had his hat on as he left the scene, but we found the hat on the scene. I guess that's what they're asking for, but this prompt is not fucking clear at all. I hate this case.
This makes no sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna present this, and if it turns out to be right, I'll reload the save.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I can't wait till this case is over. This case is just unclear what they're asking, and that's the worst part about this case.
Fun fact. This case is series creator Shu Takumi's favorite case.
Why?
And the fandom almost universally despises it.
Yeah, I can see why. At first I didn't mind this case, but now this is the worst part about this case, though. I think this part. These last 2 prompts are the worst, but everything else was okay. I mean, it was easy enough to figure out. Problem was Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses was the other.
But that's the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool, do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat the Mo saw was actually the bus.
Makes sense if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction.
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night, but the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away.
Well, it's pretty simple.
I think. Assuming,
yeah, the cloak was facing Acro's window, so Mo wouldn't have seen them.
Yep.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bus. If the cloak snagged onto the bus, what happened to the white roses? Oh.
They're purposefully tucked behind the cards because that fucking makes sense.
Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the boobs. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bus.
Ah, that's such bullshit.
Means, which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the backside of the bus.
So much of this like late segment of the case comes down to just the explanation being random happenstance. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. I'm not throwing in any towels.
We're not done this yet. Oh my god.
Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind?
I do. What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. There's something making you think that I didn't.
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this.
Shocking.
Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Alright, so they're raising the question of motive. So let's just go through the circus performers right now, and who would have a motive to kill the ringmaster? Would Maya have a motive?
No.
How would Max have a motive?
No.
Would Ben have a motive?
No.
Would Dick Gumshoe have a motive?
No.
Would Franziska have a motive?
No.
Would Regina have a motive to kill her father for the inheritance money?
I don't think so.
Would Mo have a motive? Russell
No.
Berry's best friend. Would Acro, who was raised by the ringmaster after being abandoned by his parents, have a motive?
Would he?
Answer the question. It's yes or no.
Possibly.
Possibly is not yes or no. Would Acro have a motive? Actually, let's explore that possibly. What motive could Acro possibly have?
Maybe he doesn't.
Okay, so let's mark that down as a no. Would Bat have a motive?
Well, he's in a coma, so
Yeah, but coma or no coma, would he have a motive?
no.
Because there's always a possibility that he's faking his
Oh,
coma, and he came out of his coma to
there
kill the
was a motive
ringmaster.
to kill. There was a motive to kill, but it wasn't for the ringmaster.
Okay, who wanted to do any killing? Was it Max trying to? Was it Ben trying to kill Max? Was it Max trying to kill
No.
Ben?
No.
Was it Regina trying to kill Ben?
No. I mean, I wish, but no.
Was it Franziska trying to kill Ben?
No.
Was it Detective Dick Gumshoe trying to kill Ben?
No.
Was it Bat trying to kill Ben?
No.
Okay, who was trying to kill who?
Acro was trying to kill Regina, hence the note. Because
Okay,
of the whole situation with the lion. But even though she didn't know it was meant for, her, it was.
Okay, but okay, so why do you think the pepper was in the box? If we go with your theory of Acro was trying to kill Regina, what significance would the pepper have?
Hmm. That's where I'm stuck.
All right. You can stew on it during the following proceedings, along with your crazy Acro was trying to kill Regina theory.
Oh yeah.
Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
It seems that this case isn't over yet, unfortunately. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. I think we'll still be able to finish up tonight. If we'll almost certainly end up going over a bit by a bit at least.
Yeah. We always do anyway.
Yeah, and even if we didn't, it's worth it to get out of this case, isn't it?
Very much so.
I can't believe it! Acro! And that whole
No, I
business
don't-
with the cape!
I don't mind Max. Max is like the only one I think I don't really mind in this case, which is funny. He's still like an asshole, and
Okay,
marrying
okay.
Regina is really bad. But
Okay,
like,
so- but-
if we ignore the marrying Regina thing, he's fine.
Okay, and what do you have against Regina?
Oh, she's fine.
Okay.
Her and Max are probably the only ones that are fine.
Yeah.
There's like nothing bad about them.
And Mo, I'm not going to ask what you have against Mo. He's guilty of the crime of being not only a clown but a shitty clown.
Yeah.
And Bat,
Of course.
Bat is kind of is also guilty of like going after Regina, even though like if you think about it, he's the least objectionable one of these three grown men chasing a 16-year-old girl. As we went over last time, but still, yeah, ew, probably not.
Yeah.
And Acro is as handsome as he is guilty of murder.
He is pretty hot though. But anyway. Pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is, and I think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. but I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why... Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. I hope he fries.
Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you just relax a little?
We got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Oh. Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? They're so fake. Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I'll include the forensics results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret, pal.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened now in court has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Carmen didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that? The very end part?
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy, so hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For little old me?
Full of milk.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karl, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue Miss Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dignan. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
It went in our court record, right? Yeah. Scarf.
Scarf, that scarf. Stained with his blood and small quantity of pepper. Pepper.
Group. That's my Phoenix is having stomach problems because they're drinking all that milk, and that was why Maya gulped just then. That was her taking another gulp of milk.
Another one.
About the ringmaster.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Okay, I'm shit at math. What's 22 minus 16?
6.
No, that would be Acro's age.
22 minus 16 is 6, isn't it? I thought it was.
No, 26 minus 16 would be 6.
No, 22 minus 16 is 6.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
So what's 26 minus 16?
10.
Oh. Well then, how does that match up with Acro being becoming an acrobat at 9?
Interesting.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Yes,
I find the defendant Maximilian Galactica.
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? Because your
For
mom.
fun.
This might be your last chance to answer the question. Of course I'll cross-examine.
No need to question him now, really. Let's just let Max fry.
Vince has the right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
Pressing is fine. Just press. We.
Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What?
You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
No. Not how math works.
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. I'm a himbo, I can't do math. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
They'll sauce swap for sob stories, it looks like.
Ow!
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
What a beautiful story.
That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy. Which of what makes this so difficult?
So then how long have you been a performer?
You started off as an actor at that early of an age.
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar.
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're truly a remarkable young man.
She's looking at the actor almost like a proud father. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster?
Are you going
Ow.
to react to being whipped?
Ow, mommy.
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You have to think hard.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could ever see this witness taking the victim's life.
Da-da-da-da! Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
Trying to chase down the truth, but I end up just looking like a jerk.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
I can't provide one because he didn't want the ringmaster dead. He wanted his daughter dead, but that's not the ringmaster. So I can't provide one.
Alright, fine. We'll go with your crazy Acro wanted to kill Regina theory. Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolheartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, "This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster."
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro,
Achoo.
you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Ow! Ow! Why did you smack me, bailiff? Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
Yes.
He was trying to get that troublesome Money the Monkey.
It couldn't have
He was
possibly
go-
been Regina.
He was trying to do the world a favor and rid the world of Ben.
Dad.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, "You're wrong." That's it.
You're wrong.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to— Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
That is a raw-ass line. Oh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Couldn't be.
Yes, me too.
Leon.
I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Okay, I'm not sure if we present Leon or if we present his brother, or those are the only two it could be, as his brother's still in the coma. But I guess we present Leon because then we can explain that.
Alright, Mr. Wright.
At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence.
This better not be a bluff. You're not going to— Ow!
You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Those two are finishing each other's sentences now.
Between
be the
Whipper and
special-
Whipped.
My patience is wearing thin, Mr. Wright.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said it was either Leon or it was. It's not.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Billy Bob Johns, that fuck. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay. Okay, all the way back. I don't know.
Thankfully, because we're on one of the modern ports, we can just hold B to speed through this part.
Yeah.
On the original DS version, you would have to just keep tapping A because you can't fast forward like this unless it's dialogue you've already read. So like unless you've already beaten the game on this cartridge.
Oh.
Oh, we have to press Acro's entire testimony again.
Oh my, we should have saved.
Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But the game doesn't always let you open the menu.
Unfortunate.
Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying spells, Ursula, please, and I help them? Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Mm.
Da 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 da!
Can't provide one.
I'll just make a save at this point.
Okay, we're getting there. See, this would be fine if I hadn't lost, stuff earlier. Gina. Okay.
The thing is, having a health meter and being able to game over in a visual novel is just shit design. Because like this is all failure amounts to just speeding through the text you've already read because the solutions haven't changed. All right. So what proves that Acro was out to kill this young girl? Was it the pepper? The
I
pepper
guess
scarf?
it was the scarf.
Or was it the bust?
Scarf. I guess.
Or was it the note?
Oh. Damn.
Or was it the Grand Prix photo?
See, I was thinking it was either the actually
Yeah.
presenting the lion,
Yeah,
his brother,
you were
the...
thinking it was Leon or Bat, but it was neither of those things.
Yeah. Or I was thinking it was the note. Oh.
Alright, note or scarf? Or do we split the difference and present the bust?
No, God.
So does the scarf that belonged to Acro's little brother, is that proof that Acro was trying to kill Regina, or is the note calling someone out that was found in Regina's pocket after she took Acro his breakfast?
I think
Is
that one's
that-
more decisive. The note. Okay. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's always the last thing that I pick. If I have two options, I always pick the one that's not actually the option first.
That's
A piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
inside the victim's tail.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem.
Acro didn't intend. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. I don't. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. My explanation is right, just where I present evidence is not.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours...
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. It's a game theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today.
Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza. Because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bus fly.
He
To
just
fly
whipped his
from
tits.
the sky.
He just whipped his tits out. Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? Isn't she gonna be, like, super traumatized after this?
She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it. And if not, I hope her inheritance from her father is going to be enough to cover her therapy bills.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Oh.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright.
Salt is not the salt, the pepper is the evidence.
What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
This is 6 months ago. I know all about it.
I have no idea.
That'll be so funny. This occurred 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Come on!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
President, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I'd certainly like to know what it is.
I can't answer that question. Judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Which I am, but that's besides the point. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually my attorney's badge!
Yeah, I can't open the save menu right now. Can you hear me pressing the, I suppose you can't hear me pressing the start button.
I can, yeah. Very slightly. It's the scarf. Right?
Is it the scarf?
Or it's a pepper. It's one of the two.
The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Small seasoning bottle found inside the wooden box that the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper.
Yeah, oh. Hang on. No, this is the conclusive evidence that the victim left. Small seasoning bottle. Yes.
Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean? Achoo!
Recall that the victim was trying to take the one box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Absolutely. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question after you save your game. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
Me! I was the intended victim.
Phoenix does not have a profile.
Too bad.
Was she trying to kill the ringmaster?
No.
Was she trying to kill Mo the Clown?
No.
Was she trying to kill Francisca von Karma? She's so pretty.
No. Who want to kill her?
Was she trying to kill Detective Dick Gumshoe Pal?
No. Who wants to kill Gumshoe?
You know what? You're right. Nobody would ever attempt to kill or harm Francisca von Karma. She's so pretty. Was she trying to kill Ben?
Nope.
Unfortunately not. Was she trying to kill Max?
Nope, he was... I don't even think he was around 6 months ago.
Was she trying to kill Maya?
No.
Was she trying to kill Acro?
No.
Well, that's everybody who has a profile in this case, so I guess she wasn't
Oh yeah,
trying
it
to kill anyone.
obviously is not going to be Bat, no. You know, Bat with, you know, how it was mentioned that you don't think that she actually tried to kill my brother, do you?
Was she trying to kill Money the Monkey? Because she's been trying to do that like twice in this case so far with Regent the Tiger.
I don't think back then she was.
Okay, so you want to present your crazy theory that she was after Bat?
We
what? What do we do?
yes.
Oh, okay. Who is this?
This is Acro's younger brother.
What does it prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him. I almost have to sneeze, but not quite. So if I go mute for a minute, that's why.
Okay.
You spent your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, Miss Regina Berry, is a hypnotist by trade. That's how she tames the animals. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
It's more than that. Maybe. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
May not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina was responsible for making a lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. The amateur lion shot by a ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer.
Wasn't there something strange about the lion at the time of the bite that two different characters told us about?
I believe so.
What was it again?
Oh god. Smiling, grinning, right?
Right, and can lions smile?
No.
Weird. Why do you think it
Well,
would look like? Why do you think it would look like he was smiling then?
I don't know why. Maybe he was actually smiling. Maybe this was the line that did smile.
Well, Acro believes Regina is responsible for Leon biting Bat.
Can't Pepper be
And-
used to control animals? I don't actually know if that's a real thing.
And his conclusive evidence of it is this bottle of pepper.
Yeah. Was that a real life thing though? Would Pepper actually do that in real life?
Do what?
Like have any impact on like animals in real life? Like with like
What kind of impact?
like making them make a face like that. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it personally.
So you haven't thrown a handful of pepper at your cats?
I have not.
Does that work in real life? If you throw pepper in someone's face, would they sneeze?
I
Or
guess
is
it
that
depends on.
Or is it just a cartoon thing? I think it's just a cartoon thing.
I can test it right now. Drive over to your house.
Why drive all the way over to my house when Jolly Rancher is in the same house as you right now?
Jolly Rancher's also all the way upstairs.
So, go walk up the stairs. You've got a headset.
No.
So, according to Mo, that used to make Regina sneeze with pepper all the time.
Yes.
Didn't Regina give Bat this scarf?
I guess. I don't remember.
It was just the other night. Come on now.
I don't remember the other night. I don't remember like specific details like this. I read it, but sometimes like I remember the main points of the case, but I don't remember small stuff. I don't small, but
Do you remember what you had for supper tonight?
a burger.
Okay. Did it have pepper on it?
It did not.
Okay. What did the burger have on it?
Lettuce and tomato and ketchup.
I see. Did you have fries with it?
I have pasta with it.
Pasta is also good. They should serve pasta at McDonald's with their burgers.
That would be interesting.
I wonder if fast food chains started offering pasta in place of as an alternative to fries. Like, how many people would choose the pasta over the fries?
So I'm like, oh no.
So anyway, Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. Is there anything in our evidence that could point to that? Because the note says I have conclusive evidence of what took place, and the conclusive evidence inside the box was pepper.
Yeah.
And also we have this scarf that Regina gave back that has pepper on it.
So I'm just. I guess maybe we just present the scarf.
All right then. That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? Oh,
That's
the anger.
right.
And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat? I totally don't remember.
Which probably should have been written down in the court record.
Def.
Regina gave it to him. Regina.
There's something more than just blood in the scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
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 Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? And why is this bird pecking me? Ow, ow, ow.
Excuse me, Mr. White. You've done a good job of fingering. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Oh, this line makes the context of the other like the dirty joke of the previous line a lot less funny.
Yeah.
You know, the her in question being 16 years old.
Ow, 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 ow.
Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Is it illegal to give scarves now?
Actually, yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I didn't know.
Still seems the judge doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling. The lion was smiling.
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like she was smiling.
Lions smile.
I've never heard of them smiling. Not even in cartoons. Over in Germany, nobody smiles. Over in German cartoons, nobody smiles. However,
Lion sneeze. Leon wasn't trained to bite Bat at all. Ah, I see it now.
in reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
This all makes sense now. This is like what happened when my cat bit me. Truly, this is literally what happened when my cat bit me. It was a complete accident. Anyway, he sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
So, do your cats make faces, like as they're sneezing?
Yeah, you see, but no, this bite was from a while ago. I had a cat, my old cat, he bit my face, like actually right on my cheek. He bit my entire cheek because I was right in his face, and then he yawned, and I guess like I don't know, I was too close or something, and yeah, he ended up biting me.
Good thing you didn't stick your finger in.
Oh yeah.
So he sneezed because of all the pepper and stuff.
Yep.
What? You fool!
You've got to be kidding. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? Remember in the first game when Edgeworth did an objection and then he said,
I thought I would think of an objection while I was objecting. I didn't.
Yeah.
You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness and almost his head. Aqua nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
I'm going to murder a 16-year-old girl.
You foolish idiot!
Ha. Ha ha ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke. Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro? You can't mean witness.
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
Pepper, scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's boobs on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
Pack, 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 pack.
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon?
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
The boobs.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, case is won. Thank fuck. Request to search Acro's. What? Yeah. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Digley. Was it now?
It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of Von Karma, total justice.
You mean...
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Da-da-da-da! End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like you like the final nail to put into my coffin.
But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust, where is it now?
Where's the bus right now?
Is it in the save menu? Damn it. You're Phoenix Wright! You know where that bust is! I'm sure you do!
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? I'm
Good
gonna
point,
guess
Phoenix.
on the map. Mia?
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Da-da-da-da! Thank you for your support.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it!
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
We need time to do what?
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me?
Rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck!
Hey, wait. You can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking a tightrope logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's boobs now?
Somewhere in the courtroom. Well, it's not in the lodging. So it has to be in the courtroom. It's obvious, the bus is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Let me pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. God, this is horrible. This is all me just guessing. I hate this, because it's just guessing. It's not even, like, knowing.
Well, it's not really guessing.
we already know it can't be in the lodging house because Franziska said that they did a surprise search and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And we know it's not in the big top because how would Acro have gotten it there, gotten it into a hiding place in there without anyone noticing?
Assuming it's the witness stand.
Yeah, because and when you think about this prompt as well, there's only one logical answer.
It would be
What?
really funny at the judge's bench, though.
It would be funny, but how would you explain how it got there? Same with the prosecutor's bench.
I know, but it would be really funny if it was that, because the judge is just so stunned. It would be funny.
It would be
Acro.
hilarious.
Sorry to ask this, but mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just want you are hiding under that blanket. Just to me that it'd be really easy to say hide a boob.
Although this one's kind of a stretch because it's a life-size bust. So like
This whole case is a stretch. Thing.
you know what? You've got me there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I mean, she is beautiful, but... I know I sure couldn't.
I was just too busy getting lost in her eyes. I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Hindsight is 20/20, Franziska. It seems we have finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. So, this has been bothering me for this entire session. Is my voice for Acro too close to my voice for the judge? Because from where I'm sitting, it sounds like it.
No, they are different.
Alright, you say so. Acro.
I told you different. Echo, I think, has more of a forced voice.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
What I'm basically doing for Acro is like a calmer version of my Patrick impression. and for the judge, I'm just going like deep and serious.
Yeah.
Phoenix?
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. And also murder. And tax evasion. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
Oh, dreadful.
So are you saying that you were a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry.
In all honesty, Acro didn't really try that hard to pin it on Max. People just ended up blaming Max anyway because of like circumstantial evidence.
Yeah.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Why not?
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself because it's fucking full of clowns.
I'm clown. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty.
Very guilty.
I mean, he is guilty,
Now
just
to
not of
discuss-
murder.
Now to discuss his next crime.
Grooming. This court is adjourned.
If only.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Many congrats, but only at max 1 million of them.
Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
Your jokes suck, Mo.
And also, we're just thinking about Acro, in addition to how shitty your jokes are. No, 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 no! If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault!
This is a sweetie pie.
Ben and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up!
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
I will, after I save my game.
Well, what do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end.
Do you need a flashback? I could give you a flashback. I just couldn't up and leave yet. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Of course he is.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. Reboot.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? Can't believe that. Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, I want to see some evidence! Huh? Oh, I know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge!
Alright, so why won't Acro try to take revenge anymore? Is it because Phoenix is an attorney?
No.
Is it because of the Magatama?
No.
Is it because of the crime?
No.
Is it because Max wears a hat?
No.
Is it because Max is paid way too much?
No.
Is it here, have this Maximilian Galactica memorabilia?
No.
Is it because Phoenix is gonna cut her?
No.
Is it because here's a map of the circus?
No.
Is it because money is a monkey?
No.
Is it because the true culprit is already killed?
No.
Is it because Russell is dead?
I mean, that's very sad, though.
Is it because this wooden box weighs 20 pounds?
I mean, that is very important. But
Is
no.
Phoenix gonna throw a handful of pepper in Regina's face and run away while she's too busy sneezing?
That would be so funny. Oh man, I wish that was an answer.
Is it because Max won an award?
I don't think so.
Is it this note Acro used to try to lure Regina out for his revenge?
Hmm.
Probably not. Is it because
Probably
of
not.
Max's tits?
Oh man, it's always the tits, isn't it?
Is it because of this stylish scarf?
I mean, it's a pretty stylish scarf.
Would you wear this scarf?
Hmm. No, not like it covered in blood. Probably not.
Okay, if I got if I got you a replica of this scarf without the blood stain, you'd wear it?
Possibly.
Wow, the best I can get out of you is a possibly. Is it
Okay.
because is it for Maya's sake?
No.
Is it for Max's sake?
No.
Is it for Ben's sake?
No.
Is it for Gumshoe's sake, pal?
No.
Come on, do it for Gumshoe.
Do it for Gumshoe.
Is it because Franziska von Karma is pretty?
No.
Even though she is very pretty, yes.
She is very pretty.
Is it because Regina is going to hypnotize Acro to not want revenge anymore?
Possibly, but this isn't the answer.
Is it because Russell Berry killed Leon F. Kennedy canonically?
No.
Is it because Mo sucks?
No.
Is it because Acro is handsome?
No. But
Is
yes.
it because Bad is handsome?
This is what I think we have to present.
Alright, let's go for it. I made a save anyway.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason.
Just real quick.
Another one.
Let's
Well, if it's
load
allowing
this
you.
save.
Why?
Of course he's gonna try to get revenge on you.
I think that's his plan. But what can you do about it? You did do some awfully bad things to him, Regina. You're right. He won't ever forgive me, will he? Yikes, it looks like I struck the final blow on Regina. Guess she's dead.
Poor Regina.
He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But Pat!
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew! And how the Acro's been caught.
Uh-huh.
I know!
What?
I'll do it.
I'll take revenge.
I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. Sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow, because I'm a piece of shit. What's going to happen to the circus now? Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. Especially not the player, right player? That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus this world has ever seen? Don't laugh.
That's quite the goal.
Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max! Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous! What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is, thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. East Circus will be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? To traumatize you? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo!
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max!
Hey.
Like everything is going to turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. Then Mo fell over out of breath.
Very much. I see. What made the case?
Just a surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. A game theory. Echo really was a killer. I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Oh.
You mean Mr. Right?
I don't know who's talking, but I'm just reading the line. Of course.
Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Oh, see, I told you once.
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gumshoe, knowing that Edgeworth is alive, not telling Phoenix, that's quite rude.
Turnabout Big Top. The end. Also, I like how Edgeworth just entirely remotely solved the case just without ever having seen the crime scene. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 4. Farewell, my turnabout.
Edgy.
Save your progress up to this point? Yes, considering we are almost an hour over time.
Yup.
Sorry about that, Star, but we did want to get through this case.
Like fuck.
All right, so that's gonna do it for tonight, Twitch chat. Hope y'all had fun. Hope y'all will join us tomorrow on Monday on Starburst channel for more Shin Megami Tensei 5, and come back here on Tuesday for the start of episode 4. Bye, Twitch chat. Loves y'all.
Hi, Twitch Crab.